This is a very tough question. So I know not for this, but okay, let's see. No.
What did you just say?
Another person's child, you get it, like they will feel somehow when it's not your own child.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it's our right.
I don't pray she gets pregnant with that.
Yes.
But it's an incident that could happen, and I cannot kill her, I cannot kill my. It wasn't anybody's fault.
Jay!
She wasn't wrong, and there was nothing we could do at that moment.
Would the love be the same for her? Like you used to love her? Will you still love her like that?
Of course.
Stand by where you did.
I will not even marry her, talk less of keeping the child.
See this guy.
Why so?
A woman that done robber rape in my present. I don't think that I will ever. If I even marry herself, anytime she do anything that makes me angry, I will remember that same thing, that same event that happened. So, for me not to be keep even on reminding all those things, let me stop. I will not be able to marry her.
Hey! Okay. Oh, but don't you think that's unfair? Like it's not her fault. I mean.
I know it's not her fault, but I won't be able. With that, I will not still be able to marry her.
We will stay married because I respect the law of God as regards to marriage, forever for us. Oh. Those are the worst parts. So we have to, if we can enjoy ourselves, we have to, draw with us to, heal and then move on. But about the child, well, if she wants to keep it depends on her. If she wants to keep the child, well, she can. But I don't see myself loving that child.
Why?
Because the father of the child brought sorrow to our family, so I don't see myself loving. But I know at the long run,
I better discuss my head.
I'm a kind of person that understand and move on. I will eventually, but at first, I will not dwell well with that child. But in the long run, I will accept the child.
Are you sure?
All those kind of things always ring in my bell. That okay, what if this kind of thing happen? Will you still love your wife? So before I can even get married to anybody, I will have to ask myself those certain questions. That what if this happen? Will you still love this woman all the same? What if this happen? Will you still love? If my answers can be yes, then I marry.
Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost fire.
I don't just marry because of how I feel right now. I look at okay, what if this happen in future? What if that happen in future? Will you still be with her? If my answer is yes, then I will marry you.
All right.
So if that happen in the future, then I won't be bothered because I've already prepared my mind for things like that. So yes.
The difference between a bandit and a terrorist.
Who did ask that nonsense question?
No what's in the talk for you before it turn into hospital matter.
The difference is that a terrorist is like is a legal, or should I say illegal,
What's in the talk about?
citizen of the country that he participates in
Stand by where you did.
I don't even know how to put it safe.
You know you can be prosecuted for that.
What are a bandit?
The bandit is
The terrorist is just like a person.
A person. Yeah, bandit is what?
No.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Eh?
It's just like one person is overruling
Overruling.
in a citizen.
I better discuss my head.
Terrorists.
Who did ask that nonsense question?
Terrorists. I prefer terrorists.
You the Chris.
You prefer terrorists? You prefer terrorists to a bandit? What's the difference?
Depends. Our country.
What if two people just decide to be a little polite?
Okay, bandits. When you talk about bandits, you see, these are people who they are still similar to, not really similar, but like terrorism. They hijack, they kidnap, you get, they terrorize people in a community or a society.
Yes.
You understand? So when things like that when they commit their crimes, when they commit their actions, the government or the media comes up and say so and so bandits from so and so region did this. You understand? So it's a term used to classify people who terrorize or commit certain crimes in an environment, a community.
To me, I think they are almost the same thing.
How do you mean?
Okay. To me, I think they are almost the same thing because they do the same work.
I don't feel believe them.
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, they do the same work. Okay. Because they are all killers. So, what's different? To me, what's different about them? To me, they are all the same.
Bandits. I think bandits should be a group of hoodlums.
Will you keep quiet?
They are both the same.
Okay.
There's no difference because they are out to destroy.
Okay, bandits are those that operate in a lawless area.
What did they talk about?
People that are robbed, that take from others in a lawless area. And then terrorists are those that harm the peace of the society.
All right.
That jeopardize the peace of the society, create havoc and unrest in the society. Maybe for a just cause, and maybe for not a just cause. Mostly not for a just cause, because for a just cause, those are militants for a just cause. But terrorists are those that just terrorize the society for no particular reason or for selfish reason.
A terrorist, well, there's no certain definition for a terrorist.
What did you say?
You see, as I am now, if I don't like what the government is doing, if I'm not in support of what the government is doing, I can decide to go otherwise, fight against the government. Now it's the government that will label me as a terrorist. Okay. Me, I'm calling myself a freedom fighter. Okay. You understand? But the government now is telling me I'm the terrorist, and that is what everybody, the whole citizens, will take me as a terrorist. Okay. So there's actually no definition for a terrorist.